You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads, nobody got no money. Got them signed up, pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country, yes sir. You know we're straight out of that long week, working now, everybody wanna party. All night long, bonfire on the back 40. In the middle of nowhere, nobody going home tonight. Till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. Yeah, it's a kind of...
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Carr's Raiders going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers. So with that, let's get up to Charles Davis.
Thank you. Afternoon for football. Today we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Oakland Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Gets fielded in the end zone. Fighting through. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Travis Carey there to make the tackle. Your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true #1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat them.
On second down, it's Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that does 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP, Malcolm Smith. And they have the...
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. As we get a glance at these starters, Michael Crabtree is the man we highlight at wide receiver.
Phenomenal hands, so strong. When the ball gets to him, it just dives right there, and then he's able to do things with it after he catches it.
Now Carr throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
calling the penalty. It's Murray. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Cameron Hayward is a defensive lineman, but many of us, especially guys of my vintage, remember his father, Craig Ironhead Hayward, who was a running back. I think Cameron decided he'd rather hit people than be hit.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
On 3rd down, Murray. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And Janikowski bangs it through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a...
Trying to get it to Wheaton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Seven yards remain now on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Jarvis Jones able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. With it is Brown. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now Bell, and it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Roethlisberger will throw. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. I remember growing up playing basketball, my coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they're able to react and knock the ball away.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Again, it's Murray, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Now, Cooper didn't find pay dirt in week 1, but he and Derek Carr had 6 connections. Cooper finished with 137 yards.
It's going to be a lot of fun to watch those two continue to grow in this league because Cooper now in his 2nd year, Derek Carr, the quarterback, in his 3rd year. Youngsters growing up, turning into veterans. They'll be a connection for a long time. Just think about the amount of time they're putting in off the field with each other, understand where they're going to be. And Amari Cooper came into the league running routes like a pro. Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st down, Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And Carr's going to keep it himself. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback's that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Flushed out right. On the run. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 53 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
A screen to Bell. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Through an opening, and there he goes. Picked off by David Amerson. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early.
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. A huge play there on the screen pass. 51 yards. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. It may be all of that. I still call it Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls it my number 1 target.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Bruce Irvin in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3rd down, 15 yards still needed. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. Here's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Carr to throw on second down. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Steeler touchdown. Short throw pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they? How
about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now Roethlisberger, and now here is another interception. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Carr now to throw. Letting one fly deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Roethlisberger will throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Roethlisberger to throw up. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half 2. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go with Murray again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Brown. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Roethlisberger firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by David Amerson. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Raiders a 1st down.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18. Alert. Alert. 26. Here we go. Wide and yank. Wide and yank. 94 is the mic.
To throw, it's Carr. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent call. Key for him now. And
now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he's gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet, not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ladarius Green from 10 yards out. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Back now in Pittsburgh, it's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. They go back to Murray on first down. And some room to work. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Well, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Jarvis Jones that time in on the stop. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Carr turns, hands to Murray. He can't bring him down.
The weight room.
Latavius Murray. And he cuts it out to the... And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Latavius Murray, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They'll come out in the pistol. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it'll give the Steelers a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way that he made the play, came across, and knocked it away.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Over the middle here to Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Another pistol look here. Now Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Green's got it over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On second down, Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On third and goal, Roethlisberger. That's caught at the 2. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on fourth and goal. They come out here in the eye. Here we go. It's Rob. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Le'Veon Bell unable to get in. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Murray, the lone setback. To throw his car. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Marquette King now, as he's on to punt for Oakland. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. 19 yards there on the pickup. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Carr going to look to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Oh, now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Here we go.
Carr going to throw here. Roberts with it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. Now hang on. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. And I got to tell you, I've never coached. But if I'm a coach here, what do you say to your team after a loss this deflating?
After a loss like that, the less the better. Just get in the locker room, tell them that you care about them, and you'll see them at work come Monday. But boy, oh boy, you've got to find a way to let